What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over and talking about each and every one of the new college kickoff players that is going to be coming to College Football Ultimate Team 25 today. Now, in my opinion, this is just me, I feel like the college kickoff cards so far have been a little bit of a letdown. I don't know if that's how everybody feels, but that's kind of how I feel. So we're going to be breaking down these cards, talking about if they're worth adding to your specific squad or not. Talking about Brandon George up first. College kickoff card here from Pitt. 78 speed as a middle linebacker. Am I crazy to already tell you guys he's not worth it? I know his zone coverage is really good, but if you have 78 speed and you're a middle linebacker, yikes is really all I can say here. Definitely probably not worth the pickup for you and your specific squad. Unless, again, you're a big Pitt fan, something like that, then I definitely get it a little bit more. Garrett Oakley, 82 speed, decent, balanced, I would say, tight end in the game. Again, 82 speed. Jace Amaro walks circles around this card. And I'm not trying to hate on this card because he is honestly an okay, fine card. But I'm just telling y'all right now, Jace Amaro would literally walk circles around this card. This card is not worth your pickup in the game right now, in my opinion. Again, all of these are my opinion, so take it for what it's worth. TJ Jackson up next, left end out of West Virginia. 80 speed, 84 acceleration, decent strength here, decent tackler. The thing for me when I look at this card is he going to be able to get after the quarterback? Your answer is no. As far as a run stopper, he's fine. I'd play him maybe at the defensive tackle position, maybe in like a run-specific situation. But as far as an overall left end, he's not my favorite. Now, yes, stopping the run with the block shed, with his tackling, with his speed is really solid. But he is not going to get after the quarterback whatsoever. Definitely a unique card. I'm fine with the card. He's just not my type of a card in the game. Austin Brown from Wisconsin. 84 speed, 85 acceleration, decent in man coverage, zone coverage, not great. Wish it was slightly better. No issues with Austin Brown. If you want to run him at the free safety position, he's fine. Solid speed, solid acceleration. Just think we've gotten a lot of these type of cards recently that I might be just slightly higher on. But again, Austin Brown, he's fine. If you want to run him, if you're a big Wisconsin fan, even if you are looking for a new free safety, Brown can definitely play at a pretty high level. Next up, we do see Kelby Collins from Florida. The Gators. Chomp, chomp. 76 speed, good acceleration. Again, a run stopper. He is not going to get after the quarterback. And I know I'm definitely higher on pass rushers than I am run stoppers. That's just the reality of the situation. But if you're wondering why, I feel like people throw the ball more than they run the ball. So a lot of these type of run stoppers, I'm just not going to be high on. Is really good though. Good block shed, good speed. I have no issues with him. Again, it's just one of those things. I like guys that are going to get after the quarterback that little bit more. Jaden Roberts up next here from Alabama, right guard. Really solid pass blocker, solid run blocker. There's just not many flaws in this card. Is a guy I'm going to pick up? Probably not, because again, offensive line is the last position I would spend coins on unless you really have to. He's fine though at the right guard position. Definitely a card you can run and have some success with. Definitely a really solid right guard. Balanced right guard as well. Feel like a lot of offensive linemen, they're like pretty one-sided. He was definitely a balanced card. Next up, at the cornerback, we have Texas A&M, the Aggies. 85 speed, 86 acceleration, great in man coverage. Honestly, he's got the man coverage stats of some of the best man coverage corners in the entire game in Tyree Chapel. Like, this card really does. I'm going to look up his height for you guys really quick so we can continue moving forward and talking about how good this card truly is. Only 5'11", that hurts him quite a bit. But again, as far as a man cover corner, he is really solid. Really good jump as well. Not going to be great in zone coverage. You guys can see the zone coverage stat right there isn't great. But as far as a man cover corner, this card is an absolute beast. Just a little undersized for my liking. Next up here, let's see. Okay, I skipped a player last time, so I want to make sure I don't skip anybody here. Mike Nichols from TCU, 87 strength. Okay, it's weird. Look at his pass blocking stats. He's not a great pass blocker. Had pretty solid run blocker. I mean, it's the power stats that are really good. The finesse stats struggle. I don't know. He's a fine right tackle, I guess, in the game. Not necessarily my favorite, but is a card that I guess can compete at a decently high level. Good strength in there as well. I do think overall that there are going to be better right tackles in the game. But again, he's solid. Again, if you are a TCU fan, you can pick him up. Brian Threats, 85 speed, 87 acceleration, great zone coverage. If you need a zone cover, if you play a lot of zone coverage and you need a strong safety, look no further than Brian Threats. This card is a beast at that strong safety position for his specific value. Again, gonna struggle in man coverage, but in zone coverage with good speed, good acceleration, I like this card quite a bit, to be honest with you guys. Get a punter up. I'm not going to talk much about him, but he is going to bomb punts. Oh my gosh, 88 kick power. This card is going to be a bomber as far as a punter. My goodness. If you like to punt the football, there you go. Jalen Sneed, 84 speed, 88 acceleration, solid tackler. Not going to get after the quarterback, but this is a decent user. Probably going to be a decent cover guy as well. With you guys can see that 83 zone coverage. Really, really solid. If he's a good user, again, not going to get after the quarterback, not going to play the run well, but again, in coverage, Sneed is going to be really good. Tet up next. I mean, we've already got an OD Tet. This Tet for budget guys is actually pretty solid. I know a lot of people aren't happy that we're getting 2 Tets. I kind of agree. But again, this is your budget Tet. 85 speed. Kind of reminds me of like a Mike Evans, a better version of like a Mike Evans. Let's keep an eye on his price, but I don't mind Tet whatsoever. Do wish he was a little bit faster, but do like this card as far as a receiver in the game right now. 86 overall. It'll be interesting to kind of monitor his price, but I don't mind Tet whatsoever. Jenkins up next from Purdue. Solid block shed, solid coverage, decent user, 85 speed. No issues with this card whatsoever. He's a middle linebacker that I think is just another middle linebacker to play. Decent speed, decent user. If you are a Boilermaker fan, there you go. Run Jenkins. He is a solid card to use in the game. Daryl Peterson up next, 79 speed, 84 acceleration, decent tackler. I do not like this card, though. He is a run stopper, but he doesn't have great speed. Isn't going to get after the quarterback. Peterson kind of stinks. I mean, genuinely, in this game, they didn't make a very good Peterson card. Bud Clark, 86 speed, 86 acceleration, 86 zone coverage. Hold up, Bud Clark. You're one of the best free safeties that we have in the game. I mean, genuinely. I mean, if you don't play man coverage, this card is an absolute beast. Good speed, good acceleration. Don't feel the need to spend more coins on any other free safety. This card is about all you need. Obviously, not the best one in the game because of his speed rating. There's going to be some faster guys, but he's a beast. Mac McWilliams? What a name! I'm Team Mac McMillans. I'm Mac McWilliams. It's an incredible name. You're looking at a card with 86 speed, 88 acceleration, great in man coverage, 86 man coverage. Again, I play more zone than I do man, so he doesn't necessarily fit my scheme. But if you play a lot of man coverage, McWilliams is a beast in this game. No doubt about it. Great speed, good in coverage as well. Wyatt Millam up next, left tackle, solid pass blocker, way better pass blocker than he is run blocker. For me, he's going to be one of the best left tackles for me to pick up. Again, great at pass protection, which I pass the ball way more than I run the football, so it'll be good for me personally. Jeez, I feel like we're flying through cards. No, Parker Brailsford up next, center. I don't see what this card does. He's a solid pass block finesse, run block finesse, but he's fine. He's a solid center. Not necessarily one of my favorite centers in the game is Parker here. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking about the meat and potatoes. Lyndon Cooper, center, 91 strength. Great pass blocker, really good run blocker. This card is a beast. Power center in the game, but he is a beast. Gonna be your best center in the game. I like Jonah Monheim, but this card's better. Lyndon Cooper is an absolute stud in college football Ultimate Team. I mean, how do you get better at the center position? I don't know. Maybe wish his pass block finesse and run block finesse was a little bit better, but the card is a beast. Ayden Garnes up next, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 89 man coverage. We've been talking about man coverage corners. Ayden Garnes, one of the best out there. I mean, my goodness, a lockdown corner that you guys can put on anybody, and he's probably going to get a stop. I mean, Ayden Garnes is an absolute beast at that cornerback position. LT Overton, 85 speed, 86 acceleration. Not great power move, not great finesse move. Is way better at, run stopping than anything else. I kind of probably would play him at the defensive tackle position. He's fine. But he is a run-stopping left end. Not going to get after the quarterback that well. Definitely have my hold up with LT Overton when it comes down to spending a lot of coins on him. He is a good run stopper, but give me guys to get after the quarterback. Hunter Wohler up next, 89 speed, a 90 acceleration, 86 man coverage. This is a man coverage drop. I don't know what to say. I think the shift from playing zone coverage to playing man coverage is definitely here because these guys are all just great in man coverage. What do you want me to say? This card is an absolute beast. 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 86 man coverage. Hunter Wohler is a stud from Wisconsin. Definitely one of your better safeties in the entire game. Amari, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Kight up next. 90 strength, great pass blocker, good run blocker. I love this card. This card is a stud at that left tackle position. I'm glad I saw the Emory Jones because, man, these guys today are so good. And this drop today is special. I'll be the one to say it. Savion Williams, 88 speed, 90 jump. Good catch, good catch of traffic. Not a great route runner, obviously. Outside, like deep route running, mid route running is not great. Short route running is, fantastic. Be interesting to keep an eye on all these guys and what their prices are going to be like. Because again, 88 speed, really solid wide receiver is Savion Williams. Definitely a card I've got my eye on today, depending on his price. So I'm confused. I don't think any of these cards are going to be that expensive. We'll have to just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on these cards and their prices. Do expect all of them to be around 400,000 coins. I actually really like this drop from top to bottom. I think this drop is going to be one for budget ballers, big spenders, and everything in between. Let me know your thoughts on these cards down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.